Okay, Walkers. Today we're looking at journal page 52, inverse variation. Okay, if y varies inversely as x, then the relationship between the variables is given by the equation y equals a divided by x, where a is a non-zero constant. If y varies directly as x, then the relationship between the variables is given by the equation y equals a times x, where a is a non-zero constant. All right, if you would, update your notes. All right. Journal page 52, inverse variation. Example 1. Determine whether the two variables vary inversely or directly. Then enter an equation and use it to answer the question. Okay. Given the table of data, what is y when x equals 15? Okay, so we have the table. All right, so now we need to complete the table below to the nearest hundredth. So real simple, we need to multiply x times y. Well, that's easy. 1 times 60 is 60. Okay, and we can use our inspire if we need to. So we're going to do 1 times 60 is 60. That's easy. 6 times 10 is 60. And 8 times 7.5 is 60. Okay. So we have that column. Now we need to do y divided by x. Okay. So now 60, and actually let me delete this. 60 divided by 1 is 60. 10 divided by 6 is 5/3. And if you press Control Enter, we can say that to the nearest hundred, so that'd be 10 hundredths, so 1.67. Okay. And then now 7.5 divided by 8. And to the hundred, so that'd be 0.94. Okay. So we have that. Now, step 2. Because the products x times y equals 60 are constant, y varies inversely as x. And what we mean by constant, they're the same number. Okay? All right, step 3. Write the inverse equation when y equals a divided by x when a equals 60. So that's y equals 60 divided by x. Now, solve for y when x equals 15 and a equals 60. Well, we already have a equals 60. So that's y equals 60 divided by x now is 15. So that's 60 divided by 15. So we can come to our inspire and delete this. 60 divided by 15 is 4. So y equals 4. All right, go ahead and finish up example 1. All right, now let's take a look at example 2. Okay, determine whether the two variables vary inversely or directly. Then enter an equation and use it to answer the question. The table gives the amount of gas in gallons used when driving in miles on highways. What amount of gas is used when driving 572 miles on a highway or on highways? All right, so first off, we have the table. Okay, now step 1, complete the table below. So we're going to multiply D times G. Let's do that first. Okay, so we can use that our inspire. So 176 times 4. Okay, is 704 or 704. 220 times 5 is 1,100. And 352 times 8 is 2,816. Okay. So now we need to do G divided by D. Okay, so let's do that now. We can delete this. So then that's 4 divided by 176. And that's 1 divided by 44, and we can leave that as a fraction. Okay, and then 5 divided by 220 is 1 divided by 44. And then 8 divided by 352 is 1 divided by 44. Okay? All right? So, because the ratios g divided by d are constant, g varies directly as d. Write the direct equation g equals a times d when a equals 1 divided by 44. So, g equals 1 divided by 44, because that's your a value, times d. Okay? Now, step 4. Solve for g when d equals 572 and a equals 1 divided by 44. So g equals 1 divided by 44 times d is 572. Okay, so let's put that in our calculator. So 1 divided by 44 times 572. Now, notice how it came out like that, but if you press Control Divide, you can put 1 divided by 44, click to the right, parentheses 572, and it will do the same thing, okay? But nonetheless, it's 13. So G equals 13. Okay, go ahead and finish up example 2. All right, example 3. Determine whether two variables vary inversely or directly. Then enter an equation and use it to answer the question. The table gives the number of laptops sold in a month when a store sells a particular model of laptop at various prices in dollars. How many laptops would be sold in a month for $500 each? Okay, so the price of the laptop, number of laptops, we have our table. Now we're going to complete the table below. So we need to multiply P times L. So 700 times 70. So 700 times 70 is 49,000. Okay, 980 times 50 is 49,000. And then 1960 times 25 is 49,000. Okay, so we have that. Now we need to do L divided by P. So let's do that now. Okay, so then that's 70 divided by 700. And we can press Control Enter, and they said to the 100, so that's 0.10. And then 50 divided by 980. Press Control Enter, and that's 0.05. And then 25 divided by 1960. Control Enter is 0.01. Okay. Because the products PL are constant, L varies inversely as P. Write the inverse equation L equals A divided by P when A equals 49,000. So L equals 49,000 divided by P. Now solve for L when P equals 500 and A equals 49,000. So we know L equals 49,000 divided by our P, individual price of the laptop, is 500. And so now all we have to do is 49,000 divided by 500 is 98. So L equals 98. All right, go ahead and finish up example 3. All right, example 4, last example. Determine whether the two variables vary inversely or directly, then enter an equation and use it to answer the question. The table gives the amount of water in gallons coming out of a garden hose. For various amounts of time in minutes, how much water comes out of the garden hose in 20 minutes? So we have time t, amount of water w. Here's our table. Complete the table to the nearest hundred. So now we need to multiply t times w. So let's do that now. So that's 3 times 54, which is 162. 9 times 162 is 1,458. And then 16 times 288. And that's 46,008. Okay. Now we need to do W divided by T. Okay, so let's do that now. So 54 divided by 3 is 18. Okay, 162 divided by 9 is 18. And then 288 divided by 16 is 18. Okay, because the ratios W divided by T are constant, W varies directly as T. Write the direct equation W equals AT when A equals 18. So W equals 18 times T. Now step 4 is solve for W when T equals 20. So W equals 18 times 20. So then that's 18 times 20 is 360. So W equals 360. Okay, go and finish up example 4 and have a wonderful Wildcat day.